Let's have a little fun this morning. Greetings and welcome back to the Vodkast Reviews Reviews. This idea was prompted yesterday when I found an item in my Facebook feed which I couldn't quite figure out why it was there. But nonetheless, I had to click on it. So, yeah, there it is. And do you want to know what it's called on Walmart? The actual description of it. It is called Panty for Men Male. Yeah. I don't know who wrote the description for that. I don't know where it's coming from, but I had to read some of the reviews because they were just ridiculous. So let me share them with you right now if I can get to a few of these good ones here. Some nice tasty ones. No, that's a little bit sexist. I don't want to do that one. Yeah, a lot of these are very sexist about why men shouldn't be wearing these. It's awful. All right, I'm going to read this one anyway because I don't quite get it, and maybe you can help me understand it in the comments below. This is called Perfect for Walmart Truck Drivers. This helped me when I finally decided to transition my woke male body to a ladyboy body. It makes my job as a Walmart truck driver more rewarding. Oddly enough, this is written by a person called Jason. Men don't wear panties. These are for women, not for men. See, don't tell me. Don't tell me. I'll wear whatever I want. Or I'll wear nothing. So let's read this tastefully delicious review. The fabric felt soft against my skin and the back part didn't go quite as far up my love shack as I'd initially thought it would. It was just enough to tickle my prostate, like the good doctor used to do. My only issue is that the front portion was way too small. I imagine that for most men, this would be more than sufficient to hold the old banana and apple sack in place. But as I am a well-endowed in both these areas, my nuggies were falling to each side, and Mr. Funtime head tore through the fabric. You want to guess the reviewer's name? It's Dick. So after I shared this with my wife, she said, Jay, why don't you start sharing these reviews on your YouTube channel? I thought, wow, that's a pretty good idea. So that's what we're going to do this morning. I only got about 3 or 4, maybe 5 of them for you. Some of them are a little bit lengthy, but they're all fucking hilarious. Moving right along, the Hutzler 571 banana slicer saved this individual's marriage. This is written by Miss Toledo. What can I say about the 571B banana slicer that hasn't already been said about the wheel, penicillin, or the iPhone? This is one of the greatest inventions of all time. My husband and I we would argue constantly over who would cut the day's banana slices. It's one of those chores that no one wants to do. You know, the old guy spent the entire day rearing our children. Maybe you can pitch in a little and cut the fucking bananas. Doesn't say fucking, I'm ad-libbing there. And of course, you think I have the energy to slave over your damn bananas. I work 12-hour shift just to come home to this. These are the things that can destroy a relationship. I got to the point where our children could sense our tension. The minute I heard our 6-year-old girl in her bedroom reenacting our daily banana fight with her Barbie dolls, I knew we had to make a change. That's when I found the 571B banana slicer. Our marriage has never been healthier, and we've even incorporated it into our lovemaking. Thanks, 571B banana slicer. I mean, yeah, that's true. Who wants to do the daily banana slicing? Not me. This next review is about a book called Where is My Belly Button? And it's written by PacMan. Where is My Belly Button? A Lift the Flap board book. This book is completely misleading. The entire plot revolves around a baby's belly button. The title makes this much clearer from the beginning. However, there is no mystery. There is no twist. Baby's belly button is right where it's supposed to be, on baby's stomach, right where it clearly shows you on the cover of the book. This plot is a complete mess as a result of its reliance on the mystery of where the belly button is. Everything falls apart the second you realize the belly button was right in plain sight all along. There is no conflict, there is no character development, and there's scarcely any plot. Whoever wrote this book must have a serious error in judgment, because you would have to be an infant to not immediately understand where belly's button is. This is one of the worst pieces of literature I have ever read. That's terribly disappointing. Ugh. I hate when I get into a good book and it ends bad. Now here's a classic review for Bic, For Her medium ballpoint pens, written by a keen skier. My husband has never allowed me to write, and he doesn't want me touching men's pens. However, I saw this product and I decided to buy it using my pocket money. And so far, it has been fabulous. Once I learned to write, the feminine color and the grip size, which was more suited to my delicate little hands, has enabled me to vent thoughts about new recipe ideas, sewing and gardening. My husband is less pleased with this product as he believes it will lead to a more independence, and he hates the feminine tingling sensation along with the visions of fairies and rainbows he gets whenever he picks it up. All right, one more today, and I'm going to leave you with that. This is one of my favorites. I read this last night. It's a little bit long, but bear with me because it is well worth it. Okay, so this is for Haribo sugar-free gummy bears, a 5-pound bag. It's written by Christine E. Torok. Oh, man. Words cannot express what happened to me after eating these. The gummy bear cleanse. If you're someone who can tolerate sugar substitute, enjoy. If you're like the dozens of people that tried my order, run. First of all, for taste, I would rate these a 5. So good, soft, true to taste fruit flavors like the sugary variety. I was a happy camper. But, or should I say, not long after eating about 20 of these, all hell broke loose. I had a gastrointestinal experience like nothing I've ever imagined. Cramps, sweating, bloating, beyond my worst nightmare. I've had some food poisoning from some bad shellfish, and that was almost like a skip in the park compared to what was going on inside me. Then came the flatulence. Heavens to Murgatroyd. The sound like trumpets calling demons back to hell. The stench like 1,000 rotten corpses vomited. I couldn't stand to stay in one room for fear of succumbing to my own orders. Oh, but wait, there's more. What came out of me felt like someone tried to funnel Niagara Falls through a coffee straw. I swear my sphincters... Do we have more than one sphincter? I swear my sphincters were screaming. It felt like my delicate starfish was a gaping maw projectile vomiting a torrent flood of toxic waste, 100% fluid, flammable liquid, napalm. It was actually a bit humorous for a nanosecond, as it was just beyond anything I could imagine possible. Oh, and it went on for hours. I felt violated when it was all over, which I think may have been sometime the early morning of the next day. There was stuff coming out of me that I ate from my wedding in 2005. I had a 5-pound bag of these innocent-looking, delicious hell bears, so I told a friend about what happened to me, thinking it had to be some type of sensitivity I had to the sugar substitute. And in spite of my warnings and graphic description, she decided to take her chances and take them off my hands. Silly woman. All of the same came from her, and a phone call came for her while on the toilet because he kind of ended up living in the bathroom for a spell, telling me she really wished she would have listened. I think she was crying. Her sister was skeptical and suspected that we were exaggerating. She took them to work since there was still about 99% of a 5-pound bag left. She works for a construction company where there are builders, roofers, house painters, landscapers, etc. Lots of people who generally have limited access to toilets on a given day. I can't imagine where all those poor men and women pooped that day. I keep envisioning men on roofs crossing their legs and trying to decide if they can make it down the ladder or if they should just jump. If you order these, best of luck to you, and please don't post a video review during the aftershocks. P.S. When I ordered these, the warnings, disclaimers, and legalese were not posted. I am not a moron. Also not sure why so many people assume I'm a man. I am a woman. We poop too. Of course our poop sparkles and it smells like a walk in a meadow of wildflowers. Why wouldn't it? Anywho, if you guys have enjoyed the Vodkast Reviews, let me know in the comments below. And if you guys have any reviews out there that you've read that you think are funny, share them with me in the comments. Maybe we can share them on the channel. Yeah. If you guys are loving watching these as much as I'm loving making them, you should consider liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, and hit the little bell icon. I'll let you know every time I put out a new video. Don't forget to make someone smile today and make yourself a better person tomorrow than you were tomorrow. Let's make the world spin a little bit happier together. Let's sing and dance in the sun and in the rain as one, my brothers and sisters. Yeah. Live life to the fullest and love every moment of it because you just never know when that last moment's going to come for you. However, never live in fear of that moment. Always live in love. And never let your inner child die. Take care of yourselves, take care of one another, and take care of those around you who cannot take care of themselves, for they are the ones that need it the most. I'm Jason Oliveira. This is Vodkast. I'll catch you guys a little bit further on down the road. Take care, everybody.